Okay. Good morning, folks. How you doing? We just need to do some administrative stuff here real quick. Share the stream. Bada boom, bada bang. Let's see here. Hopefully everybody is having a wonderful week so far. I myself am not doing too shabby. Just give me a quick live show today. We're gonna just show some grinding. I mean, we really shouldn't show the grinding, but we are. So grinding is grinding. It's really not that show worthy, but we'll still show it no matter what. It's a little slower pace, not as exciting, I guess. But what ifs? So, all right. So I'm gonna put a new belt on this. I'm gonna use a pretty aggressive belt today. This is a 36 grit new. Well, this is a belt. I was just checking out different belts from different places, and this guy was really expensive, and I'll never go back to them because the expense was not the problem, right? It was never the problem. The expense was not the problem. It was the checkout that was the problem. It was just a pain in the ass. And I mean, I don't mind buying good belts if, for lots of money, if they last, but I'm not even sure if these are better than the Empire. So I've been using these guys for all week, and just to try them out, see what's up. And then I have some other ones coming from um, Empire Abrasives. So okay, so we're gonna be grinding our guard today. Still, it's just initial grind. So we're gonna be getting the um, the top part of the guard ground, which we did yesterday. And we're gonna get the knuckle guard down here ground. Um, Not grinding so much on this middle of the point where the slotted section, because we need to go in and kind of hammer that down and do some more forge work on it. We're just getting this stuff ready to go. All right, that's all we're doing. We're gonna be working with the 36 grit belt. Super, super, super traction. And here we go. So I'm going to start by undercutting the finial part up here. I'm going to undercut it. I'm just kind of just forming up next to our plate that has the slot in it. And we got to take this all down so we don't have any more of our little lines showing when we twisted it. Hold on, 1 second. Gotta get some tobacco. All right, so we got some pretty good grinding to do on this. I have to get every bit of those 15 freaking marks out of it so that they don't show up in the final project. So you really gotta do not forge this too thin. And that's why I really stopped yesterday, because I knew I was going to have to do some grinding on it. All I'm doing is I'm just building my paper with the grinder, walking the guard back towards the slotted plate. You think this would be like common sense, and it kind of is, but at the same time, it is good, up-to-date intel on how to do this stuff. So, there's other ways to do these. This is how I do it. And David Roeder may do it different. Mike Rowley may do it different. But this is how I do it. Okay, it's pretty good there. Now let's work on our ball here. This ball is going to be a little bit bigger. Not much, a little bit. Taking an undercutting underneath the spear. Well, there's I can come over here. Hold on. Try to get it. How much for like a knife like this, Colin? Like $800. Now what I'm doing is I have a rectangle on here. I'm skipping the flat, doing the edges. So here, yeah. Trying to make a circle. I don't want to take the flats down yet. There we go. now we're close. Now I can take those flats down, but I'm trying to make a basically round stock. And round off our top. Now I'm going to drag this up a little bit more. We're taking undercut. Come down a little bit. Yeah, it is. Not bad. I don't know if you guys, it's really hard for you guys to see right there. Let me move this camera here. I'm just shaping right now. That's all I'm doing. Doing an undercut, shaping it here. Walking it out on the belt all the way around. Once again, this is undercut. And then we just walk it up. It makes a pretty good little sphere. I mean, it's not a complete sphere by any means, but it does work. It's spherical, let's put it that way. A little mark right there we gotta get out. Well, my friend, I mean, I told you it would get really short today. It's done. Well, pretty. It's done with initial grind. Enough grinding for you guys to see just what it's supposed to do. Now we have to do some alignment, obviously, and some grinding on this piece right here, plus a little more grinding on the little one. Now, how this is going to look? This is going to come here, and the ball and the sphere is going to go up. So it's going to be this wonk, and this guy down here is going to come down here, and the sphere drop down. So it's going to have this a very lazy S, almost looks like a snake coming through here. So each sphere will point perpendicular away from the edge and spine of the blade. So and then we just need to get everything aligned, which is relatively easy. We'll forge more in here later on today. Doesn't really need to be seen, and we'll widen this out, and then we'll do final grinds and everything on it after the fact. You don't need this super big in here. If you look at, where your hand is going to be, you know, you just need it long enough to where it catches the shoulders that you put in for your blade. So there that is right there. We're going to go fire up the forge and get started on it here later on. I got some stuff I got to take care of this morning, but I wanted to get this onto you guys. And we will actually forge this out, get everything ready to go, and heat this back up, place everything, quench it, temper it, etch it, and or buff it, most likely buff it. Then we'll etch it, buff it, etch it again for a longer etch, and get very very tactile feel to this. I want all the undulation and everything to come out of it when you touch it. So it's gonna have a very very long edge. Then another buff, and then I'll tape it up. Get taped up. This thing will be finished when it goes on the blade, and then nothing will get to it except for where the epoxy is supposed to get to. Every piece of this handle will be finished when it goes on the blade, and so the blade itself will also be finished and ready to go. So this is a build that I've never done this style before, to where everything is done and then you assemble, and then you have to tape off, and you have to mask it all up and clean while you're assembling it. It's a task for sure, and I appreciate David for slinging it at me, because having never done something like this, this type of intricate build, to the point to where it really wasn't. I could have done it how I've done everything else, but yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, I know, David, I know. But I'm challenging myself as well as he's challenging me to do a fancier job. So everything has to be finished before it goes on. And since it's Damascus, but it's not going to be like this high contrast Damascus, I can do some um, high grit sanding at the end, but it's basically just, touch up here, touch up there, because these are going to be you're going to be able to see the layers in it, but it's going to be more tactile than visual. So, and the same thing with the pommel plate as well. So the pommel plate, I'll show the live stuff probably tonight. It'll be just impromptu later tonight, and we're gonna do another 5 layer, square it up, Turkish twist it, and then stand it on end and squish, upset it down into a coin, so that all of that pattern from the twist is now visible in a nice flat butt plate, and that will be the last forging for the fittings and everything. So um, I do have some. I actually thought about putting some antler on this guy. I do have some antler right here. I just don't think it'd fit, and it'd be way too heavy. It would be way too heavy. So, but we're gonna do walnut and copper as our um, accents. So walnut for the dark, copper to really make it pop, and then it'll be surrounded by these Damascus fittings. So should be pretty cool. All right, everybody. Yes, David, I need to clean up my shop, but there is a method to my madness, um, and the method is I'm crazy. All right, everybody. Y'all take it easy. Stay tuned for this evening's. It'll be after 6 o'clock, probably about 7 o'clock tonight. I will post in the fan group for that live stuff, but it will be after we've got it all squared up, twisted, and I'm ready to go. I don't know. I may go live for the whole damn thing, but it'll be definitely be after we get it all welded up for sure. You guys don't need to see me weld the billet together again. So here it is. This is that guard. We'll get it all straightened out and ready to go for the next step. Now you can see some of the layers in it already, and it does look really, really good. Once it gets finished, it's going to look pretty. Look exactly what I want it to do. So, all right, stay safe out there. We'll see you guys at 7 p.m. tonight. Be well, and as always, Forge on.